I think the wisdom that matters during times like these is ancestral wisdom, community wisdom, and discernment of the spirit. So let's just start with the first, ancestral wisdom. Noted African American theologian Peter Paris says, quote, in African societies, and this also goes for other ethnic communities, the ancestors comprise the principal link between the ethnic community and the realm of the spirit. During times of trouble, these spiritual connections provide guidance and solace. Gospel singer Mahalia Jackson hinted at the same wisdom. She says, right before or after Martin Luther King preached during the March on Washington in 1963, she sang a song titled, How I Got Over. And the lyrics are, how I got over, how I got over. My soul looks back and wonders how I made it over. We survive in troubled times by remembering and retelling the stories of the ancestors and how they survived. Now, no matter our ancestry or our ethnic designation, we all come from tribal groups who sat around open fires. Ancestors are not just for indigenous communities. We all have them. So who are these ancestors? They are people who lived and died well. Ancestors inspire us and steady our courage during times of trouble. Some are personal ancestors who set examples for future generations in the family. Others are collectively shared ancestors, people like Harriet Tubman, Nelson Mandela, Black Elk, Thomas Berry, Thomas Merton, and others who possessed and shared extraordinary gifts. During your meditation time, and I know you have a lot of time on your hands, sit down sometime and recall the names of ancestors in your family line and the gifts they shared while they were with you. Second category of ancestors, spiritual ancestors, like Jesus, Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon his name, Buddha, and others. Their stories of resistance, survival, and faith inspire and guide us. We have to know that we're not alone. Despite a concerted social effort to convince us that we are radical individuals, that our motto should be, I'll get mine, you get yours, a deeply communal spirit arises when we least expect it and when we need it most. According to author James Baldwin, we are a community of witnesses with responsibilities to the next generation. And in this quote, he says, for nothing is fixed. Forever and forever and forever, it's not fixed. The earth is always shifting. The light is always changing. The sea doesn't cease to grind down rock. Generations do not cease to be born, and we are responsible to them, for we are the only witnesses that they have. Baldwin reminds us that everything is shifting. Our expectations, the world as we knew it and know it now, even the earth beneath our feet. And this really shouldn't alarm us because we didn't come to this earth to build permanent habitations. We came to this earth to journey well. So, visionaries, prophets, Jesus have all warned us that this journey that we are on will be beset by troubles. In this life, you will have trouble. How we handle that trouble is our witness to future generations. So the coronavirus pandemic is our current trouble, but it won't be our last. An old order is passing away. A new order is on its way, and we do not have the power to stop or slow the transitions that we encounter, but we can live through it and help one another. We can host joy, joy that is unspeakable and unbreakable, joy that bubbles to the surface from the inner recesses of our soul, even during the worst possible personal and collective events. Our joy is seated in faith, not circumstances. This joy may be baptized with our tears as we lose loved ones, but it never ceases. It is evidenced by the songs that we sing, the kindness that we share, and our willingness to resist the powers of destruction with communal resolve and a joyful heart. Finally, what I want to say about the wisdom that matters now is that this wisdom often comes from discernment of divine spirit in our midst. Hearing and heeding the voice of the divine is critical during difficult times. But sometimes, with all of our media distractions and our own boredom, it's difficult to hear the voice of the Creator. So I'm going to suggest that if you're hoping to hear beyond this realm into the next, remember that the key is newness. The Creator does not come as we expect. The Spirit does not move under our command. When we expect divine intervention in one way, it usually comes in another. We expect a warrior king to set things right. God sends a baby in a manger. We expect wrongs to be punished. God extends grace and mercy to all. Listen to 1 Kings 19:11. And the Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain in the presence of the Lord, for the Lord is about to pass by." Then a great and powerful wind tore the mountains apart and shattered the rocks, but the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. So, where is the divine one in the midst of a pandemic? I suggest that God is in the love of neighbor, in the whispers of the heart, in the bravery of first responders. Rejoice, beloved. You are not alone.